Final checks being done before he enters the cage. 6th fight of the night. Venue really filling up now. This is what the guys come to see here. Pro MMA fights. There's so many great fights on Fusion cards over the past, well, 2 years. You know, since it's begun, there's some real good ones. Kind of John Jones entrance with a cartwheel.
Tait is looking at in show right now. That is a specimen of a man. Tom, tell me, are you still fighting at lightweight now? Did you move down to featherweight?
No, I've actually moved. I'm planning on kind of staying at lightweight for the time being. You know, I had the title fight here at featherweight, and it's just that weight cut. I can do it, but I'm a lot more comfortable at 70 kilograms. I feel like I retain a lot more power. And yeah, I just see people in that division that I target. So I'll be there for the time being, I think. Qumar steps into the cage. Announcements from Buddy Johnson.
Can we ask everyone who is filming in here tonight to please make sure that your flash is off your cameras as it gets into the fighter's eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for 3 5-minute rounds of professional MMA in the lightweight division. This is Fusion 24. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making weight at 70 kilograms and making his debut tonight from Brixton. He is Tait. And his opponents in the red corner also making weight at 70 kilograms with a professional record of 5 wins with just 2 defeats, representing High Wycombe, Qumar Hussein. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Stu Davies.
Qumar, 5-fight veteran. The other end, Mitchell Tait, his pro debut.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he goes about this. You know, 5-2 is a good record. It's definitely no pushover.
Watch out for the shot. Watch out for the shot.
Mitchell looking very calm.
Stay moved. Keep the movement, Mitch. Keep the movement, man. Throw the jab.
Trying to find his range.
It's quite tentative so far. Feeling out process.
Absolutely, a little bit of a feel out. He's tried that left high kick twice.
He's got a very unorthodox way of moving, hasn't he?
He has. It makes it quite unpredictable. Kind of axe kick there too.
He's got a very wide kind of a karate style stance, hasn't he?
He has.
Looks like he's fashioned himself on Lyoto Machida, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, I can see that style straight away. I was out there training with Lyoto at Black House Gym. He fights exactly the same way as he's doing right now. He switches his base a lot more as well.
He's throwing a lot of feints. I'm a big fan of that. You know, confuse your opponent, give him something to think about all the time, disguise your real intentions. He's doing it quite nicely.
That was a chopping kick.
Almost like a foot sweep. Oh, interesting. Goes straight for the double leg, and it was a nice entry. Gets himself to kind of a modified half guards, trying to keep him down, but Mitchell doesn't want to be here right now.
No,
he wants to be up. He's going to back himself up towards the cage, although he turns weirdly to the centre of the cage.
He's grabbing the head right now. He's trying to work for
and he switches quite nicely. Well done. Seemed to be using a lot of power to get to that position.
Absolutely. He's leaving a lot of room though on the floor. Ref's going to stand this back up.
Mitchell wants it on his feet. Doesn't want to have anything to do with that. The ground game in this fight.
Switching stance. Qumar.
It's interesting. I don't feel like Mitchell's really got going here yet.
It kind of looks like he's going to launch in a minute. He's loading the right. I can see that.
I feel like there's going to be. I'm going to call a prediction on this one. I feel like he's going to throw a jumping knee into it somewhere.
Can you see him springing off that back foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the head movement and the general body movement of Hussein is kind of making Mitchell a little bit hesitant to go in at the minute. He's not really landing anything on Mitchell. Here we go. There's that right hand. Downwards elbow. Straight into mount. This is not a good position for Qumar. Rolls out. Driving for the double
He's got
leg.
that single. It's nice that he's got that single nicely. He keeps pulling him over. He turns his back.
I think Mitchell just needs to be a tiny bit more controlling.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's
leaving a lot of room for him to scoot out, get that knee back in just like that.
He's just, you think his successor is just incredibly powerful. He's powering out stuff. Well, I'm unsure what Qumar doing here. I think he really wants to bait him back to the floor. He doesn't want to stand with him. He would rather be here.
Yeah, there it is. Stood back up by referee Stuart Davis.
I think what we're going to see is you'll see Mitchell throwing these wide shots again in a minute as he comes forward, and Qumar will duck under and hit the double leg again. He just needs to actually secure it.
Teeing up, spinning heel kick there. Returned though by Mitchell. Oh, don't think he got dropped there so much. Or he's just.
Yeah, he just dropped onto his back. Yeah. He was caught on it, his weight on the back foot, and rather than being hit, he couldn't move. He just dropped.
Got off balance. Tait's corner telling him to hack away. And that's a nice axe kick. Saw that earlier on in this round.
Yeah.
She knocks a gum shield out of Tait.
It's normally a sign of tiredness as he opens his mouth to breathe heavy.
Now he's got to be careful, Tait, as he dives in. Yeah, good shot.
No.
Straight back to his feet. Tait switching up the stance. Come on, very light on his toes. Good first round from the guys. The straights. Qumar just goes straight under for the double leg, but ends up in not a great position. No real damage done there, I would say, though. But once again, I just think Mitchell could have. Here we go, round 2 to.
There we go, Qumar ducks under for the double leg, gets it. He needs to get round and secure it.
Tait backing up against the cage, going to try and use that cage to stand up.
Oh, he's got his legs pinned together nicely, drives the shoulder, looks to complete. Still failing. He almost needs to sit up with the head and step forward with the hips, but...
Trying to work a rubber guard here, Tim.
Not what I was expecting, but interesting. I think this is just to secure him here, really.
I think so, because the other leg's trapped underneath, so
yeah.
You're playing that rubber guard. This is not going to be too effective other than just holding him in position right now. Maybe it might release up an elbow if he can pull himself off of that cage a little bit, but don't really want to be underneath at this position.
Qumar just throwing in some short body shots just to keep the action working here. I think Qumar really wants this fight to be stood up at this point because he's been pretty efficient at stopping Qumar securing the takedown. Qumar has now, okay? this success for Qumar is really how much damage he can put into this position, how he can keep control, how he can pass guard, how he can secure it. And now he must keep Mitchell on the floor, and he's having more success now than he did in the first round.
This is interesting.
And this is making a lot of difference. He's looking for that arm triangle here.
I can see daylight at the minute from where I am. Not now though.
He needs to drop his body weight on top of that arm, and he has a kind of, got like a Darce choke? I can't really see from here. Yeah, he's dropping his weight down. I think he's secured it around the back of his head into that Mataleon position.
Now this will be draining for both fighters here. Qumar doesn't want to put too much effort in if the choke's not there. He's released it.
Yeah. Good shout there. So we're back to half guard, back to trying to pass, securing good positions.
Side control.
There we go, he looks to secure that position. Slides the knee over. Oh, and as he goes to full mount, that's Mitchell's moment to get out. Nicely done. Now Mitchell has top position.
Now we saw in the first round, Tim, he gave him too much space to escape and get that knee back under.
Yeah.
As his corner said to him.
He's being a lot calmer about it here. He's not making any mistakes. But I know we haven't really seen it, but I have a feeling that Mitchell's ground and pound is pretty horrendous. And by horrendous, I mean pretty vicious.
Absolutely. I think the referee needs to stand this back up in his zone. In comes Stuart Davis back to the feet again.
Do you know what's interesting? Because I feel like Qumar is winning this, and by standing up and allowing for the takedown again.
I agree with you, Tim. Yeah,
he's giving away the opportunity to win the round to some degree here.
Absolutely.
He should have kept him. My mind is back on the floor, punched him, controlled the round for a minute or two.
Absolutely.
Just hurt him a little bit.
There's that takedown
and then we've got the takedown.
Exactly what you said.
But if Mitchell here hadn't let him stand up, he wouldn't have been taken down again. He wouldn't be losing this round right now for me.
I feel maybe Qumar's got a game plan here and he's put it into effectiveness. He's trapped him here in a kind of samurai position and landing short left.
Like a modified crucifix.
Yeah. He can't actually defend himself right now, Tait. He's not really doing a lot, but
it's good control.
I think that's it, you know. And that's it. It is all over. The referee, Stuart Davis, has seen enough. Qumar Hussein trapping both arms and getting the finish here at Fusion Fighting Championships. That's right. He gets stuck in a position to not really doing anything at the same time. Defend yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for both fighters, come on! Our referee called a stoppage to this bout at 3 minutes and 59 seconds of the second round. To your winner by TKO, Qumar Hussein.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with your winner here, Qumar Hussein. Now, congratulations on your win tonight. Just talk me through that first round, because from watching the fight, it seemed that, you know, Mitchell was a lot stronger and you were having trouble dealing with that power. How did you get through that first round?
Yeah, with the grappling, his strength was quite a bit in the first round. Second round, not so much because he was tired out, but normally when I come to fight, I'm pretty calm. But today I was quite nervous because I've had no previous footage of my opponent, so I didn't know what he was going to have. But with regards to him being stronger than me, he's probably stronger than me like my other opponents in terms of lifting weights. But in terms of grappling strength, we're probably similar levels of strength, I think.
And it's one thing as I was watching that I noticed was, do you think it was a tactical mistake letting you stand up in that fight? So you took him down, he reversed, he stood up. Do you think that was a tactical mistake?
For him, before my fight, I would say no. But the way the fight was going, he was landing some good shots from the top, and it was quite slippery, so I couldn't get my guard going. So I think in hindsight, it was probably better to keep on top of me.
Indeed. So that was our first pro MMA fight of the night. Well done on the victory. Congratulations. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank all the people I trained with and the few guys that came to support me and my 2 cornermen, Lee and Imran. And my opponent in the show. It was my first time fighting on the show, so hopefully I'll be back again in the next show.
Well, it'll be great. It'll be good to see you fight again on the show. Congratulations and well done.